I mean, you've been releasing music. I feel like it's a certain artists in the city where like maybe the artist hasn't like every year there's not like a project. Every year there's not a song, but they've regularly put out music. They have a good music output, and I feel like you have a good music output. Like it might not always be a project or a full song, but you've done good jobs of like putting releases, whether it's like a TikTok thread or like a song that you like add a verse to that's already been released, or it's an original song that you put out. You do a good job of like somebody pulls up your name, you have a catalog of music, which I think is was one of the things that really separates somebody who does things recreationally or as a hobby, as opposed to somebody where this is like a real career that they do. This is like and passion, you know, you can have a hobby that you're passionate about, but that don't necessarily mean you have a catalog of music. You know, just the same thing with like a painter or a filmmaker. You know, the regardless of how much commercial success that you have, I think it really says something when you have like a body of work that you have out there. Right. And so you have a body of work that's out there, and you've just recently started putting out two new, the One of One, that's the name of the song, correct? And then what's the song you just shot the video for?
Who's That?
That's not released yet, right?
Coming out Monday.
Okay, I was just making sure.
What keep in mind, me saying I've been doing music 20 years, I am not proud of that. I feel like I'm in the same position right now that I was in 20 years ago, which is not something that I say that to be like, oh, I've been doing this for 20 years, I'm better than you.
Right.
I say that to say you can be doing this for a very long time and chances are you ain't gonna make it, you know, which everyone knows. I mainly say that for people to not spend 20 years on and figure out a way to make it. Right now, and in this generation, this is probably the easiest time to get put on, you know, for people around the world to hear you because of TikTok. And the reason I'll drop a random ass whatever is because you need to post content, right? I'm sure you know everyone watching this is gonna know you have to put out content. I stopped doing music maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago when I had my son, and I was done. I always, when I do go out, very few times I do go out, people are like, man, what you doing? You know, you still doing music? And I hate even talking about music when I go out because I never took myself that serious. And it was just up until maybe 3 months ago, you know, on my computer, I just got hundreds of songs. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I never did before in my whole musical career. I'm gonna give it 100%, not even 110, 20, 100%, because I've never given myself 100% at this, right? I've been 50-50 doing music, giving up, bullshit, not promoting it the right way. So I told myself this last year and a half, you know, going into 2026, I'm gonna drop a song once a month, if not twice a month, depending on, you know, what's going on. Put my all into that song for the month, shoot a video, promote it, you know, just do everything the way I have not been doing it, you know, in the past. See where it gets me. So that's what I'm doing, putting a song out every month. I'm done with mixtapes. I feel like you have to have an audience, right? You have to have people that support you. I'm not saying I don't have people that support me. I'm not spending all that time putting out a 10-part project for people just to skip through it, you know, depending on how it sounds. I'd rather give you one song, because anytime I put out a project, I'm not putting Lucy's on there. It's gonna be no B-sides in my opinion. Every song I put on there is gonna be a radio mainstream song, right? So I'm gonna give y'all one song, one radio mainstream song a month with all the bells and whistles, and just keep pushing it, right?